Hello you guys. The last few days we've spent learning about 45, 45, 90 triangles. Today we're going to go over a new type of special right triangle, and it's going to be your 30, 60, 90 triangles. Now 30, 60, 90 still follow a pattern, but it's going to be a different pattern. On this one, you have the x across from your 30. You have a new one, x root 3, across from your 60. And you have 2x across from your 90. Now the way I like to remember this is I label my angles biggest to smallest. I have 30, 60, 90. And now I'm going to label my x's. 1x is smaller than x root 3. And 2x is the biggest of all of them, because remember, your biggest side is across from your biggest angle, and your smallest side is across from your smallest angle. So now we get to a problem, and just like with 45, 45, 90s, your first step is going to be to label your pattern. I go across from my 30 and I label it x. I go across from my 60 and I label it x root 3. And I go across from my 90 and I label it 2x. Now I look at what's already given to me, which in this case is x equals 4, which means x root 3. I can plug in that 4 and I'll get 4 root 3. And for 2x, I plug in 2 times 4, and I get 8. Which means that my final side right here is 8, and my side right here is 4 root 3. Alright, we're going to do it again. Across from my 30 is going to be my smallest side, x. Across from my 60 is my weird one, that x root 3. And across from 90 is my biggest one, which is 2x. I look at what I have given to me, which is that 2x is equal to 10. To solve for x, I'm going to divide by 2. I'm going to get x equals 5. So I know my side x is going to equal 5. And my side x root 3, I can plug in that 5 and I get 5 root 3. So then I come over here and I label all my sides. And I have 10 already given. This side will be 5, and this side will be 5 root 3. Alright, now here's an example where you're given the 60. I'm going to go across from my 30, and I'm going to label it x. I'm going to go across from my 60, and I'm going to label that x root 3. And I'm going to go across from my 90, and I'm going to label it 2x. Alright, now we look at what we have labeled, which in this case is the x root 3 side. So I have x root 3 equals 7 root 3. Now because they just have those root 3's at the end, I can cancel them out to see that x is equal to 7. And if x is equal to 7, then 2x is equal to 14. So then I can go ahead and label my sides. This one would be 7, and this one would be 14. But what happens when something across from the 60 degrees doesn't have that radical 3 at the end? Well, I'm still going to label all of my sides. If I know this is 60, then I know this is 30 degrees. This is already labeled as x, but we're going to ignore that and completely pretend it doesn't exist. Across from the 60 is x root 3, and across from the 90 is 2x. Now I'm going to see what side do I already have labeled, and it's this x root 3 side, and it's going to equal 12. So I know x root 3 is equal to 12. Now to get rid of that root 3, I want to divide by root 3, because remember, root 3 is technically a number, so this is saying a number times x. And I get x is equal to 12 over root 3. But I don't like radicals in the denominator, so I'm going to rationalize it and multiply it by root 3 over root 3, which would turn into 12 root 3. Root 3 times root 3 is 9, or x is equal to 4 root 3. If you want to look at the shortcut of what I just did, you can take 12, divide it by 3, and then throw a root 3 at the end, if we are given x root 3 as a number. So if x root 3 is a number, you can use that shortcut of take the number, divide by 3, put root 3 at the end. But here is the worked out process for why that works. So I have x is equal to 4 root 3, which means I know 2x is equal to 8 root 3. So I'm going to go ahead and label my sides based off of that information. This side should be 4 root 3. This side should be 8 root 3, which means that x is equal to 4 root 3 and y is equal to 8 root 3. We're going to try one more with the 60 degrees not being a good number to look at. Remember, if this is 60, then this is 30. Across from my 30 is x. Across from my 60 is x root 3. And across from my 90 is 2y. I'm given that x root 3 is equal to 10. I'm going to do the math way, and I'm going to show you the shortcut way again. I'm going to divide by root 3. I get x is equal to 10 over root 3. I want to rationalize this by multiplying by root 3 over root 3. X is equal to 10 root 3 all over 3, and that can't be simplified. Now let's look at what would have happened if I had done the shortcut way. If I had had x root 3 is equal to 10, and I'd go, oh, okay, I have x root 3 as a whole number. I'm going to take that whole number, divide it by 3, and add root 3 at the end. That still matches, so either way works, however you want to do it, as long as you're getting the right answer. Alright, so if x is equal to 10 root 3 over 3, then I can do 2x equals 2 times that, which would be 20 root 3 over 3. So I go over to my drawing and I label. I have x is going to be 10 root 3 all over 3, and y is going to be 20 root 3 all over 3. That is it for the day. Let me know if you have any questions.